Hey, this is Bradley-Tschirgi. I'm going to play a little bit of Escape from Monkey Island because it's the game people complain about the most. So it should be interesting. Have some coffee with me, and let's try this out. Now, I have not played this game in a long, long time, so we'll see how things go. I don't do a walkthrough because I'm just going to be doing, like an hour of it more or less. And I'm playing with a patched version that lets me play windowed because that's easier for streaming. And if you want to chat, of course, feel free. I'll be happy to chat along. Get that little setup here, and let's go. Tell me if the volume sounds good too. I think I got the levels good, but if the stuff's too loud, just let me know. I'll do. Okay, great. So it starts off, you are tied to the packet, to the ship, and Elaine's fighting.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. It's full of hot coals.
So these graphics were 3D. They were pretty controversial for the time. I think I'll drop the volume a little bit on the desktop audio coming in. Let me know if that's too soft.
It's full of hot coals. I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon.
So it's saying you're trying to get the cannon is what you're doing here.
That cannon looks ready to fire. Only I could get that thing to go off.
All right, so that's a hint. How do I get the cannon to go off? I think you you kick the fire over, if I'm remembering correctly, the coals.
I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon.
That it keeps you tied to something in the beginning. A game isn't a great first impression. I know I've played this before, but I'll check something here. What's on the grate?
It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's full of hot coals. It's full of hot coals.
They give me an option to cut it.
It's full of hot coals. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon. It's full of hot coals.
I keep on doing this, but let me kick it.
It's full of hot coals.
I guess I'm going to have to pull up a walkthrough. This will be something obvious because there's no option on what to do here. Oh, okay. Okay. Has to do with keyboard keys. It doesn't teach you how to use. The game just... Oh, there it is. I thought it froze on me. So when I look at the pile of hot coals...
It's full of hot coals. It's too cumbersome to handle with just my feet.
They look like meatballs for one. There's no particle effects with the coals, and that I have to be at this angle to pick them up is pretty weird. Look at that, right? Some sort of a lag. Oh. So we want to kick it at the cannon. That's kind of fun, the little kicking animation there. Throw it on the cannon. There we go. Boom. Let's see the animation. The cannon's going to go off. Oh, because I'm playing at a higher resolution, the movie's cut off. That's annoying.
Little snuggle cakes.
That's right, this one...
Elaine, could you untie me?
I'll have to do it the regular resolution next time. I thought it would have not done that. Right, so what it's saying here, things to do in Melee Island when you're dead. That's a take on a movie at the time. Things to do in Denver when you're dead. Come on, let's go. Oh, you little monkey. Is this thing freezing? The thing freeze, really? It's just not going to get through here. Hold on, I'll do a technical difficulty screen and I'll relaunch this at a different resolution, get this working. Sorry about that. Let's see, do this. Do this as I try and get this taken. Sorry about that. Relaunch this. Did 1280 but 960 to 9. We'll do 640 by 480.
From the personal log of Guybrush.
Okay, we're going to try this again. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Escape from Monkey Island, round 2. Let's see if I can advance past that Act 1 screen without it freezing. Might be the launcher I'm using, but not sure. I'll do this puzzle over again in the beginning. Thanks for your patience. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and share. So this has you not use a mouse for the interface. Really, you're using a keyboard for the most part, and using the 3D Grime engine used in the Grim Fandango. This is one of like the last kind of adventure game in the style directly from LucasArts, made in house. And I don't like the graphic style personally. Guybrush looks okay, but some of the other stuff just looks quite simple, and it was a limitation of graphics at the time. It was a while before the 3D graphics could look decent, I would say. Like I said, a lot less polygons to work with. It's U and P. Now he's going to kick the hot coals between his legs. Boom. So before I had it set to twice the original resolution, but then the movie's played in a little corner in the screen. We'll see if that happens this time too. I was trying to get past the Act 1 screen, the greatest puzzle of all. Yeah, it's still doing that cropping. Weird.
Little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Yeah, definitely glitch. Hey, James, thanks for tuning in. Playing a little bit of Escape from Monkey Island. You ever play this one? Come on, we'll see if it gets past here. And it's not. It must be a glitch with this launcher. Looking for the CD or something. This is the GOG version, but I was trying to do the launcher to get it windowed. I'm going to have to switch to another Monkey Island game. Hold on. You did just buy the third one of Curse of Monkey Island. Yeah, that's one people like a lot. Cool. Okay, I'm going to do a technical difficulties thing and switch into another Monkey Island game because this one is not cooperating. Just a second, but feel free to keep on chatting. Why would it disconnect? Doing disconnecting and reconnecting here. Good old internet. Come on, come on, come on. It's loading data, la la la. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there is a Return to Monkey Island. Okay, good. Yeah, I can fill you in on that. Sure. Return to Monkey Island comes out on Monday. International Talk Like a Pirate Day. That's on the 19th. Comes out on Steam for PC and Mac, and also comes out on the Nintendo Switch. So it's $24.99 in the United States. The price is around there in other countries, and it's designed by the guy who designed the first two Monkey Island games. So that's kind of he hasn't really come back to the series in a full-time capacity. So that's pretty cool. And it's going to take place. It's mainly going to follow up on the first two games, but I guess also kind of follows up on the other games as well. But it seems like if you're most familiar, like with the first few games, you'll probably be okay. They said they'll follow some characters, ignore the others. That's kind of the short version about Monkey Island. Okay, so let me close down this bad boy. I will launch another thing here, and I will get it up and running. Let's see. Come on. That's too bad, because otherwise that windowed version is working pretty good. I just have to set up these monitors correctly. off. And you tried booting up a Curse of Monkey Island on a Windows 10 computer with Windows 7 mod and it couldn't run. I would recommend looking at, I'll pull up a website that some friends recommended for me, pcgamingwiki.com. That has a lot of tips on how to run older games on modern operating systems like Windows 10. pcgamingwiki.com. And I'll just type it into try run it. So I got the other game set up. We're going to play a little bit of Monkey Island 2 instead. So let me, I'll just switch this configuration thing here. Yeah, nice. Right, yeah, we'll just do this. Okay, we're going to play some of the Monkey Island 2 Special Edition instead. It starts with the new graphics.
You do turn up in the strangest places.
This is kind of the special version with voice acting from a few years ago.
It's kind of a long story.
That's okay. I've got time.
Well,
Oh, come on.
it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries.
It has audio commentary, which is cool, but it's spoilerish, so if you don't know what happens in the game, it's not the best thing.
If I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Yeah, the graphics do look nice on this version. So they did special versions of Monkey Island 1 and 2, and the first one, the graphic style looked worse than this. This one, they did a better job at keeping the touch of the old graphics. It does look a bit like claymation in this scene. You're right.
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
So at the beginning of this game, you're on Scab Island.
Ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Let's turn my coffee off.
Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
So even though it'll say, he says like they wouldn't know a story if it took $50 off of it, or they paid $50, right? A computer game back then on average cost $50. Now, God, some of the games are like free, but if you're getting like a Warcraft expansion or some World of Warcraft expansion, that might be like $60 or something. I don't know what they charge for those these days. So here we can see that you got your items here. Let me, here.
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts.
So this is kind of the
This is a toll bridge.
LeChuck's sidekick. That's right. Yeah, you're talking about 3 trials to be a pirate, but he only reported 2 of them. In some clips from the new Return to Monkey Island, they make a point about that, which is something I never noticed before as a kid when I played it. So that they make a comment of it in the new game, and it looks like the new game will start you in Melee Island, and it has the Voodoo Lady and some of the same characters. but the island's different because it's been several years later. Some of the buildings are closed.
Sure. Take my money. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, there goes all my fun. Now I don't get to do this.
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
I mean, this beginning scared me when I played it when I was like 12 or 13 at a friend's house. Like, you lose all your money, you lose any of the fame or cool items you got from the first game, and it just shows that Scab Island is a rough place.
Not in my new coat.
Maybe I should cut you one out of cement.
Whoa.
Hey, you own it. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago Legre.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
So in the original, what am I trying to say here? The original game with the interface, like, had verbs and stuff. You could click at the bottom, like pick up this, pick up that. And this instead, you kind of mouse over, and it kind of does a lot of stuff, like a ease of use stuff, right?
Welcome to Woodton.
And you can hold down the right
Red Zur hunting zone.
mouse button and let's do pick up sign, and then you get the,
I think I broke the sign.
that's kind of a, I think you push I, yeah, for the inventory, you push I. And that way the interface takes less of the screen. The new one does look a bit more like a comic book with the illustrated style. They specifically wanted it to look different. All the Monkey Island games kind of look a bit different from each other. And I think that's neat. That's sort of different. You know, it's not like Halo where the games look sort of similar and the resolutions look different, but that all has kind of the same style. And in this kind of higher resolution artwork of the special edition, like, you can see those little pirates in the background sleeping. You can see the twinkling stars. There's a lot of different things going on. Oh, there's an alligator. Let's see.
Oh, isn't that cute? I could lose a finger doing that.
Okay.
I could lose a finger doing that. I could lose a finger doing that.
So now I can try to use the shovel I can give it to the alligator,
Now it's sleep.
which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's talk to the innkeeper.
Excuse me. I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
You're right, James. Yeah, the third game had what this one is kind of ripping off of, where you had a coin and clicked like the eyeballs or the mouth and so forth. And this one, you just hold right click on an interactive object and it shows you the options, which usually is just look, but some stuff it's talk, look, all that kind of stuff. Let's try and use the guest registry.
Have a room first.
Okay. What if we use the bell?
Be with you in a second.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
They redid the music in this version, so with people playing real instruments and stuff, it's sort of nice. Hey, Pedro, no problem. Yeah, Twitch can be a bit buggy. Thanks for watching. I'll probably do this for another half hour or so. Then I got yard work, all that fun stuff, but that'll be fun to play an older Monkey Island game. Started out playing Escape, and that thing kept freezing, so just doing this special edition of Monkey 2 instead. So these men of low moral fiber, I think, are supposed to be the ones in the alleyway from that first game.
What is it?
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map.
what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
I like to mess up Guybrush's name. Okay, Pedro. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I was playing just a little bit before Escape from Monkey Island, the fourth one, and that was freezing when it was trying to load Act 1, and I was using a launcher, and there's probably some setting I forgot to do on there. So I'm on Windows 11. I can figure it out some other time, but this one I know works. So we're doing some of this game instead, and I hope to do the new game, Return to Monkey Island, on Monday when it comes out. I'll try and do it on my lunch break around like noon Pacific, something like that, depending on when I have meetings. So I work from home most of the time. What are you guys doing up here?
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
I always like the guy in the middle with the exposed stomach and the blonde hair. Maybe I can open the box. Oh, you have to trap the rat in there for something. Okay.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Laundry.
Hello.
Okay, so what are you saying? The creators of Scum VM made a similar program for Grim Fandango and other games with that engine. I don't think it was by the Scum VM people. I don't know. Let me look here. It was I just was Googling like Escape from Monkey Island launcher. So whatever version that is, but I'm sure I can get it to work at some point. I just didn't want to bother it when I have the stream running. I'll just have to play with it some other time. I'm sure I can get it to work. It's just fiddling with it. There's always a bit of fiddling with the streaming.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my sister once had.
Wonder if we see Guybrush's dollhouse in the new game. That'd be a pretty deep cut for a callback. So Wally's in the new game. He has a shop on Melee Island. And I haven't played the new game, but I've just seen all the clips and have done some news coverage here on Twitch and also on the YouTube channel.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
It's a map maker. Yeah.
Surgery? In here?
No.
It's a cardiologist.
Making sort of cartographer.
Oh. Maps. That's interesting. Well, see ya.
Okie dokie.
So in this game, and I think the whole game in general, really, Guybrush has more of an attitude in the first one. He's very naive in the first one. In this one, he's not. He's more of a smartass because he beat the pirate LeChuck. Oh, let's see what item we got here. Paper, okay. No. Let's explore the island. Stop it. Too many folders open. Okay. No. Stop it. There we go. So this has an overhead view of the map like in the like the first game had. The other games do maps sort of, but the way it was in these first two games I think was pretty special, and I wonder if they do it in the Return to Monkey Island that way as well. So we can see there's a swamp. That doesn't say here. Oh, okay, James is saying only way. Okay, yeah, that's good. So talking about the Monkey Island history, James, that's about right. So, oh, so you learned about the new one by Googling about the third one. I see. Yeah, the third one. It's the third in the series. I'd also call it kind of a soft reboot because it explains Monkey Island 2 is a weird ending, so it explains that a bit. And So there you go. It also, what is it doing? Dropped frames. Oh, whatever. Right. The fourth one, yeah, Escape from Monkey Island, that was one I was trying to run with the 3D graphics. That one did the worst, but it also came out at a time when people weren't making these kind of games with stories and puzzles that much. You had stuff like Doom be really popular. There was a fifth one called Tales from Monkey Island that came out a little over a decade ago, like 2009, 2010, something like that. That got, I think, overall positive reviews. That it's in 3D. It's designed by one of the original people, Dave Grossman. And Dave Grossman and Ron Gilbert, who did the first two games, are together are working on this, the new one, Return, which is the sixth game. So yeah, a lot of games in the series. I would say it's kind of a cult series. In that they've, you can get the older ones for sale on places like Steam or GOG, that's GOG.com, is to run on modern computers, is pretty cool. Let's go to the beach. It's pretty with the moon. Oh, let's see, what is the sign?
20 feet.
Steam and Weenies. That's an interesting thing to put in a sign. Okay, Pedro, what did you find?
This door appears to be locked. Looks closed. Rapscallion Steam and Weenie Hut. Place order here.
Okay. Huh, so you're talking about Residual VM was a emulator, and Scum VM technically can run all the games. That makes sense. I was just trying a different launcher to have it played windowed, because otherwise it just does full screen. And I do have two monitors on my system. I just have to set it up correctly. I'm using a switcher, and it's a long story, but basically, once I get it set up so it's a bit easier here, I won't have to fiddle as much with having a zillion windows in one screen, because that's what happens when you stream, and why a lot of people have second monitors, so you can have one doing the chat and the other stuff, and the other one can be full screen with the game. Otherwise, you pretty much have to play in a window. Ooh, a peninsula. Look how tiny that little Guybrush is. In the first game on the main island, you could sword fight with pirates and stuff by insulting them. And I wonder if the insult sword fighting was big in some of the games, and I wonder if that'll be in the new one, Return to Monkey Island. I hope this is educational for those of you who haven't played it before. We're just kind of exploring a few areas. Oh, that's cool. You said you got a physical version at Goodwill. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, right. If you look at that PC Gaming Wiki site I sent you, it should show you how to play it on modern stuff, on modern machines. And when you stream, Pedro, you use an iPad with the Twitch dashboard. That's pretty smart. I don't have an iPad, but I have a phone, but that'd be a bit small. But yeah, LucasArts did eventually shut down, and now they're called Lucasfilm Games, which is what they were called in the beginning. But, oh well. This is a captain. You get to write off with him eventually.
Hello? Hello, man. My name's Captain Drade. What can I do for ya?
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man.
So he needs his necklace.
That mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man, but my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs. And I kept it as a good luck charm.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
They're referring to a cannibal in the first Monkey Island game
I gotta run.
with the necklace with the eyeballs. So although we're not really solving puzzles here quite yet, you're seeing all these different places you can go to, and usually to solve puzzles in these games, you either give items to people or combine items to make things and get people what they want, so you can get to an area that's locked off. And in this case, I mean, your first ultimate goal is to get off this island, right? And to do that, you have to take care of that Largo Legrand guy that stole your money in the beginning. So let's check out the swamp that's nice and scary. Yeah, I've been to some Goodwill stores around here. They'll have games sometimes, but mainly it's books or just a lot of real random stuff. I'm surprised how cheap the old TVs are. That the ones that weigh 300 pounds that were high definition. There's a lot of those for sale. A lot of stereo equipment.
Creepy, but apparently seaworthy.
So International House of Mojo. So you're gonna see the voodoo lady again, who was in the first game. Oh, come on. This creepy music with the bats. And this is a cool animation here of going into the shack. Notice how the arrangement changed a bit of the music when we're in here. We hear trumpets. And there's a voodoo lady.
It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
I'd like to have my fortune read.
I see a hard road for you, Guybrush. Things didn't get easy for you when you defeated LeChuck, did they?
Well, LeChuck was the bad guy in the first game, and he keeps coming back. Yeah, Lycan games will work on the older TVs, but not the new ones.
Until you lost it all. Your fame, your fortune, the one you love.
Okay, that's enough. How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
So that Largo Legrand is stealing money from a lot of people.
Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely.
The game's called LeChuck's Revenge, so you see what happens about that later in the game.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
So this is like this quest is what happened, your main thing you're doing on this Scab Island. What do we got here? Mostly the games, smaller games like Solitaire, but sometimes you find a point-and-click adventure. Oh, you're talking about at the Goodwill stores. Right, yeah. Yep, yeah, sometimes you get some games that they're selling them for a lot less than what they're worth. And if you go to a used game store, sometimes the prices are pretty inflated for some of these used games compared to what you could pay on eBay or get secondhand on Amazon and things like that.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe.
So you got to make a voodoo doll for Largo, the guy that stole your money at the beginning.
One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing.
The thread, head,
Will do for the head.
body, and dead.
Fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take this shopping list.
Thanks.
Now go.
If we look at the shopping list, we can see
Great recipes from the International House of Mojo. Page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
I wonder if we'll meet Aunt Helen. That'd be an interesting callback. Well, you get the idea. This is Monkey Island 2. I got some... that'll be all for the stream for now, but thanks for tuning in, Pedro and James and everyone else. It's fun to chat and talk about these older games. very excited for Return to Monkey Island. Comes out on International Talk Like a Pirate Day on Monday. I'll be doing a stream then, so be sure to tune in for that, and like and subscribe if you like what you heard. Thanks so much. Gotta head out, but this was fun. Have a good one.